Senpai! Chie-senpai, can you hear me? Senpai! Rise-chan? Is this the real one?
Isn't over the PA system. His voice is echoing directly in my mind. There's only one thing that this could be. It's Rise-chan persona.
I'm so glad. Ever since this weird fake Teddy kidnapped me, I've been all alone. The others are fighting each other too.
I can tell from her voice that Rise-chan is courageously wiping away tears. This really is the real Rise-chan. She wasn't really trying to insult us after all. I feel so much relief that I almost tear up too.
He was watching me this entire time, so I couldn't use my persona. Good thing I got in touch with you. Are you okay, Chie-senpai? You're not hurt, are you?
I'm fine, but what did you mean by being watched? Are you okay?
Rise-chan tells me what has happened to her up until now. Turned out that once the first half of Golden Week was over, she came back to Inaba from the city. Something bumped into her and she fell into a TV. When she woke up, she was trapped in the room she was being kept in, and Teddy was watching her the entire time to make sure she didn't use her persona. No matter how many times he asked Teddy why he did it, he would ignore her question and laugh. But Teddy had suddenly left the room to look for something, and Rise-chan finally had a chance to get in contact with someone. I guess Rise-chan's voice over the PA system was actually Teddy using her voice too. My Teddy suddenly left her alone in his misery, but it's good to know that I can rely on her persona. Rise-chan has a special persona that can communicate with others, find people, and even figure out the strengths and weakness of the enemies we fight. We can't look into everything, we can't figure it out. Oh, so that's why she was being helpful, Stitch? I guess kidnapping her was a pretty smart move on our enemy's part then. Should ask her as much as I can while she can still communicate with me like this.
Can you tell where Teddy is?
Yeah, are you going to go after him?
There was this girl I didn't recognize with him. She might be the cause of all this.
Alright, let me take a look.
I wonder how much time this will take. I was about to comment about that, but the result come back in seconds.
There he is. But I sense something odd next to him. What is that? It's not a shadow, but it doesn't seem human either.
Are you talking about that fake president? That's gotta mean she's the culprit!
All the stuff with invisible walls and making us go nuts while talking to each other. There's no way a normal person could do this. I mean, of course that's the case. And if they're in this role, then at the very least they're a persona user. Looks like she really may be the culprit. But after thinking that far, I suddenly remembered someone else. There was one other old person beside that girl.
Hey, Rise-chan, is there someone else besides us in this school? I saw a dude in a weird red cape. He up and jumped out of the window. Who does that?
Well, apart from our usual group, I only sense shadows here. But be careful, some of them are pretty big.
Are there some little ones too? Those silhouettes of students were kind of like shadows. Well, I'm not worried about the small fry. Wait, does that mean Red Cape Man is a shadow? But whose shadow would he be?
Red, could it be Yukiko-san? No, that was definitely a guy. I mean, he did look and act pretty weird, but he doesn't seem like a shadow.
I'm gonna deal with Teddy first. Rise-chan, can I ask you to point the way to him?
Sure thing.
I follow Rise-chan's navigation and begin running. It seems that she can't see where the invisible walls are. Thanks to her, I was able to find the room I needed without running into any more of them. Good work, Rise-chan.
Is this it? Well then, here I go! Rise-chan, try to get in touch with the others. They're probably worried since they don't know what's going on.
Okay, will do. Good luck in there, Chie-senpai.
Thanks!
Give her a quick shout out. Even though she isn't really here with me, but I heard her giggle. I guess she could see me anyway. Now that I think about it, does this mean I'm gonna have to fight that girl? Well, there's no point in worrying about it. Make up my mind and open the door.
Freeze!
The two inside the classroom turned around in surprise. The girl with Teddy is the one I saw earlier, the one calling herself the student council president. Actually, now that I get a closer look at her, she's a real beauty. I mean, even I can see it.
I finally found you. I hope you're prepared.
You're that Chie-san who's fighting in the Grand Prix, right?
Who are you? Why are you holding this ridiculous tournament? We've been through hell today, you know. You're gonna give me some answers right now.
Ooh, you're so cool, Chie-chan. Just like a police officer.
Eddie's voice is sarcastic and slimy, not like his normal voice at all. It must be like everyone else was controlled somehow. Yeah, I bet this fake president killed the one doing it too.
Teddy, you're being tricked. I know you're not really the host of this. You're just not in your right mind. Come over here and we'll go back together.
It's creepy to hear you coax me like that. I'm not going with any carnivore. I bet you're after me for my sweet, delicious bear claws.
What? I'm not interested in your meat at all. They're sweet, huh?
That came from my stomach, not from my brain. I didn't mean to say that at all, I swear. I mean, that suddenly made me sound like someone who killed people to eat them. And I don't, okay?
She's gonna eat me! Just kidding. Actually, you're the one people are after, Chie-chan. Everyone's got the hots for you, you know. Did you know that Yosuke likes you? He said he's head over heels over you, even more than that dead girl he liked.
Huh?
Kanji likes you too. Of course he would though, since you're a very manly girl. Even Sensei, he told me you're the cutest.
Hey, what are you saying?
I was wondering what kind of insult he was going to say next, but I wasn't expecting him to try to flatter me to that. Even though I know it's not in control of what he's saying, I can't keep from blushing. Eddie smirked like he can read my talk and continue his word of praise.
Cuter than the famous idol Rise-chan, the ace detective Nao-chan, and the beautiful innkeeper Yuki-chan. You're the cutest of them all. Everyone said so. Did you know you even have a fan club at school?
Stop making stuff up.
Chie-chan, you're blushing. You look so happy. There's no way that could ever be true, though.
I get it now. Instead of direct insult, he was trying to build my hopes up and then pull the rug out from under me. I knew he was going to try that, but it still hurts. Whether he can see my anger or not, Teddy looks at me with pity and
Our
frowns.
group is full of unusual people who are all so pretty. You're the only normal one of us with nothing special about you at all. But I think it's okay to be normal. It's like you know your place in life. You shouldn't dream of being extraordinary. You're just gonna be mediocre for the rest of your life.
I've never wanted to be like that. I might not have amazing skills like everyone else, but I'm happy with the way I am.
My voice trembled when I reply. Why? I'm not lying, so why is it trembling? Makes me sound like I don't believe it. Eddie sensed my agitation and smirked even harder.
Didn't your mother tell you not to lie? You want to be a beloved hero, and you'll step on anyone to reach that goal. That's what makes you weak.
No, if I hear any more of this, I'll give in to the enemy tricks. Teddy isn't in his right mind. He's being controlled by the enemy. And
It's pointless to argue with you when you're being controlled. Let me bring you to your senses first.
okay, let's fight Teddy. Teddy, not General Teddy.
Final. Fight!
Teddy!
I'm going for it! Protect me! What's this? What's
Damn it! I'm going to lose this.
So
I don't even know what I'm doing. Let's explain.
Why? Ain't you guys friends? How can you fight your friend like that?
What are you talking about? You're the one who dragged us into this.
Can't help but argue back at his self-proclaimed student council president. But I sound so harsh that I surprised even myself. No, this isn't good. I need to calm down.
What? Chie-chan, why are you picking on Miss President?
Teddy, are you still being controlled? She set you up as a host of all of this. You even had to wear a silly costume.
Hold it right there! You've already got it wrong! Look, Chie-chan! Take a good close look at me!
Huh?
He's making all kind of goofy poses. I don't know what he's trying to get at.
What am I looking at?
Can't you tell? I'm a dozen times more adorable and sexy than that costumed bear!
You mean that general is someone else?
Bingo! Miss President wouldn't believe me, so we were going to go find that imposter and prove my innocence! Jeez, though! I can understand Miss President making that mistake since she's never met me before. But it's like totally way lame that you couldn't tell us apart.
Dude, stop talking like that. You're confusing me.
I can't tell if it's in right mind or not right now. But that wasn't Teddy. There's another Teddy walking around here? But why would somebody be imitating Teddy on purpose?
Hey, I was just about to go to the announcement room to stop this Grand Prix thing too. Honestly, even though he looks exactly like that general, I kinda doubt this one here's the culprit. But I've stuck to him like glue all this time, because I thought he must have been connected.
The girl looks straight into my eyes and she says this. I can't tell that she's not lying. My intuition is wrong. But then, there's something that doesn't add up. I decide to throw it right at her and see how she reacts.
Then why did you lie about being the student council president?
Lie? I'm not lying.
But the student council president we just elected is a guy. Are you really a student at Yasugami? What's your name? What class are you in? Who's your teacher?
Name? Class?
Chie-chan, you shouldn't interrogate her like that.
I wish I could believe her, but there's too much that seems funny here. Even Rize-chan said she didn't feel normal. There's so much evidence against her that I can't help but be suspicious. You made us fight our friends, and you made everyone say those horrible things. What are you up to?
There has to be a persona user. I've been ready for a fight against her this whole time, but instead of challenging me, she turns pale and falls silent. It doesn't have an ounce of aggression in her. Well, that certainly wasn't what I'm expecting. All I can do is wait for her to answer.
I don't know my name. I can't remember what class I'm in either.
Huh?
I like her action though. Accent.
I don't understand it myself. Now that I think about it, I don't even know why I'm here.
How could you... are you serious?
She doesn't even know her own name? And she didn't realize that until I pointed it out? How could that be possible? It doesn't seem like she's lying, but I'm not sure I can believe her or not. Seeing me lost in talk, the girl looked at the ground with a pained expression.
It probably looks like I'm trying to lie my way out of this. No matter how much I tell you I didn't do this, there's no way you'd believe me.
With that, she turned her back on us. From behind, she seems so frail that it's shocking.
Hey, wait! Where are you going?
To the announcement room. I'm gonna prove my innocence myself. Sorry I doubted you, Teddy. I'll see ya.
Miss President!
The girl sick of steady and jogs out to the restroom. I have no idea what to do. I can only stand there and watch as she leaves.
Chie-chan, you have to hurry after her! She can't use a persona! She'll be in trouble if she meets anything dangerous!
She can't use a persona? Wait, then how did she get into this world?
Huh? Oh, you're right.
Only Persona user can enter TVs. Since Eddie Mine was being masked with just a few minutes ago, I can rule out that he's the one behind it. The culprit has to be someone else. So far, I've seen only 2 people so far that look suspicious. That guy in the cape and the self-proclaimed student council president. But when I first saw the guy, he was being blocked up in by the invisible walls. I don't think whoever created this wall would let himself get trapped like that. And the girl is obviously lying about being the student council president. Plus, there's a chance that this wasn't a shadow or a human. That puts her at the top of my list. But, what if I'm wrong about this? If she's not a Persona user, then... Oh no, don't tell me.
Does this mean it's like last year's case? Did someone drop her in here?
Oh my!
And there's someone else who's mimicking Teddy's appearance doing all of this? I have a sudden realization. If that girl's just a victim, then her shadow might have come out on its own. Actually, if it did, that would explain why we've never seen a place like this before when we've been in the TV world. My entire body suddenly goes cold. Could I have made a gross misunderstanding?
Then the culprit isn't her, but her shadow.
Now that I think about it, I should suspect that from the very beginning. Why didn't I think that up until now? I was confused, because I was being forced to fight everybody, and my friends were all saying terrible things to me. No, I can't believe things like
I
this.
have to go after her.
I really wasn't being myself. I didn't listen to what she had to say, and I was being harsh to her for no reason. I'm sure I said something that really hurts her. And if she meant her shadow is in a state like that, things are going to get ugly.
Please, Chie-chan, help Miss President!
I'm on my way.
To be honest, there are some questions that just don't have answer right now. But I can't think about that latter. Sure, I saved that girl. I rushed out to the hallway, but she's already out of sight. He did just say that she was going to the announcement room. And the other Teddy, likely that girl Shadows, is going to be there too. Please, let me make it in time. I have to sprint out like the wind. Holy moly! It's like this room turned into something completely different. First, it's almost twice the size of the real announcement room. Second, the walls are now made of huge glass panel, and it's obvious that the world outside is not the school like it should be. As I expected, there was 3 people inside. Rise-chan, the self-proclaimed student council president, and the girl's shadows, or not.
How is this possible? Oh, you're finally here? She got here first, so I was wondering what happened.
Face. My face. Laugh at me. A mirror image of me was standing there.
Why is my shadow here?
I don't know. She suddenly appeared. The fake Teddy vanished and then...
Another Chie-san? I thought you just beat me here.
Ugh. Will the outsiders shut up and be quiet? My only business here is with myself.
The shadow turns his sharp golden gaze towards me. There's no mistake about it. That is my shadow. I met her last year. But
You became my persona, though. I don't get it. Why are you back again? It's because you're weak.
because I'm weak? That's the same thing all my friends were saying when I was forced to fight them.
Did you think your shadow would never be back to haunt you after you gained your persona? Wouldn't that be nice? But no one can ever let go of their weaknesses. I'll stay inside you, and I'll keep screaming your true feelings for everyone to hear. Wait, when the general said the Grand Prix was for me, he meant...
True, it appears that my friends weren't in their right mind a number of times today. Didn't let it bother me at the time, but was their place really born from my own weakness? Even though I accept my shadow, I am so weak that it came out again? Are all the horrible things that everyone's been going through, are they all my fault?
You want to become stronger? You want to be a police officer? Why did you really wish for that? The desire to protect those who are precious to you was only a cover story. What you really want is to be a hero, a shining force for justice. You're ordinary in every way, but you want to be a winner. And to get there, you'd even use those precious to you as stepping stones.
The face I know so well laughed mockingly.
That's not true. That wasn't what I was thinking at all. Are you gonna deny it again? That you're me?
I can't deny her. That's what the shadows do. They try to make the real person deny their existence, and then they try to take the place of the real one. I know that, but I can't stop my emotion. I was able to accept her as part of myself last year, but I can't right now. I mean, how can I just accept this was my fault? That I, of all people, did such horrible things to my friends? My vision blurs, my hands and legs tremble.
You're not...
Stan?
No! Senpai, don't listen to her!
Rise-chan?
Turn around and meet Rise-chan's gaze. She's looking straight at me, meeting my eyes even though I'm so weak. The girl behind her is looking at me with worry too. Both of them have a look in their eyes that say they have faith in me. Even though they must have heard whose fault that this is, who caused all these horrible things they had to go through, I have to ask myself, if I deny that I'm weak and my shadow goes berserk right now, will I make these two suffer even more? Do I want that to happen?
You're right. What?
That's right. I remember now. I remember the time when my shadow first came out. At that time, I found Yukon and Yosuke with me. I was safe because I wasn't alone. It's the same right time right now too. And
I won't deny any of what you just said. I do still wish to be a hero. And I do feel inferior to Yukiko and the others sometimes. Part of me loves how cool it would be to become a police officer. But that's not all there is to it. Wanting to protect everyone. That's my main reason. I can't let my friends down. Not after they accepted me for who I was. I'm not amazing like them. But that doesn't mean I can't be proud of myself. That's why I'm working at what I'm good at. What's so bad about that?
that's right. Everyone said so before I came here.
Sorry, I wish I could help you. But I'm sure you can save the others.
I believe in you. Good luck.
Please, Chie-chan, help Miss President!
You can save them.
Everyone believed in me. They trusted me to do everything because I said I could. And even though they aren't with me right now, the trust in me is helping me to stand strong. That's why I should be able to take this on.
She calmed her emotions. I want to protect Rise-chan and that girl and everyone who's still at this school. Not because I want to be a hero, but because I love them. My weakness gave birth to you, right? Then I'll put an end to this right now.
I'm not scared of my shadow anymore. Now I'll end this for sure. Chie versus Chie. I'm not good at that, do. I'm good at mashing buttons.
I won.
Having managed to calm my raging shadow, I turned back to the other two girls. I was able to protect them, right?
What was that all about?
Oh, yeah. I'm really sorry I doubted you.
Rissy-chan and I quickly explained what just happened to the shaken girl. How in this world your oppressed inner top, your shadow separated from you. How it appears in the front of you other self and try all sort of trick to try and take the real person place. Then again, in my case I had experienced it once already and I should been okay. But looks like I did it again.
So, the real cause of this was actually me.
A shadow. A repressed self.
I'm not surprised it hasn't registered. It is coming from left field for you.
I'm bad at explaining things after all. If only someone smart like Naoto-kun was here right now, he'd be able to explain things a whole lot better. But what's important isn't that this girl understands what happened, it's that I have to accept my shadow once more.
What the?
I thought I eliminated any possibility of her heart breaking free. Did she not suffer enough? No, I did everything right.
The light suddenly dropped, plunging the room into darkness, and a voice echoed through the gloom. That voice, that's not my shadow. What in the world's going on?
Teddy?
I realized that the fake Teddy was suddenly standing in the room without us noticing him. Huh? Where'd my shadow go then?
I get it. She was pretending to be General Teddy this whole time. Am I right?
Looks like you'll be alone forever. No one can understand you.
Huh?
It might look like Teddy again, but that tone of voice and way of speaking are nothing like what Teddy would say. What he's saying is a bit weird too. Maybe he's not actually talking to me. Could it be talking about this other girl? What could this mean?
Why don't we put an end to this game? Are you still going to keep deluding yourself?
Delude? Whoa, wait a sec! Aren't you supposed to be my shadow?
No, that shadow, it's resonating with Miss President.
What?
I'll show you.
This turn off event is perplexing, but the fake Teddy smirked and snapped his finger. Labrys.
I am a shadow. The true self.
No way. That's the other girl's face? That's her shadow?
No!
He cries out, apparently in shock over seeing that the shadow has robotic limbs. What's going on?
Wait, does this mean it was this girl's shadow all along?
That's right. And like you just saw, I can distort people's appearances and words.
It distorts people's appearance and words? So was it just taking on Teddy's form this whole time? And she was making my friends say things that they didn't want in?
Then that other me just now.
That was the shadow too? The shadow smirk at the perplexed look on my face.
Why do you think I have such power? It's because I'm her and she's me. That's right. She's the real liar here.
Don't
Don't be ridiculous. I didn't lie. Oh, please. Just look at me. I look exactly like you. That's not true!
The shadow drove closer, making a point to show off her body. She has a mechanical body with a large wing-like metallic pod jutting from her back. This wing turned into a giant axe that the shadow grabs from the air. The girl looks away, as if trying to find a way out. I take this opportunity to speak up.
Don't worry, there's no need to be scared. That's just a twisted version of you. Shadows try to make the original person deny them. It'll be okay, but you need to calm down.
A twisted version of her? She's the one that's twisted.
You still refuse to remember?
Look at me. And stop deluding yourself.
The shadow snapped her finger. What is going on? What's it's going to turn into now? I brace myself for the shadow to change, but I don't expect what happened next. The shadow doesn't change. The girl does. Her arms quickly change right before her eyes. Her hands turn pale and smooth, becoming something inhumans. In seconds, see the same as her shadows.
Miss President's body? What is this? Another illusion?
I don't think so. I knew something was weird when I first sensed her. That girl isn't human.
No! No! Don't look at me!
They try to hide her body from us, but she can't hide everything. The shadows sneer even more as the girl curls up on the floor, then spin the axe as it's taunting her. Even though the shadow has the same face as her, seeing her wield such a giant chunk of metal so effortlessly only shows how monstrously she really is. The shadow brandishes the axe in her hands without hesitation. That's when...
Kanji-kun!
Kanji-kun bursts in through the wall. Well, it looks more like he was thrown through it. He isn't moving an inch.
Kanji, you came to save us! Or not.
It's no use, he's completely unconscious. Voice I've heard somewhere before comes from the other side of the new hole in the wall.
You must be Labrys.
You're that red cape guy from before!
Sure enough, the owner of that voice is the guy in the red cape. He stepped into the room, brushing dust from his shoulder. See the one that blasted Kanji-kun in here? Then, is he an enemy? I take a defensive stance, but he ignores me. Instead, he fixes his gaze on the girl and her shadows.
Another Labrys. Fine. I'll just calm them both down.
He smirks confidently and raises his fist. Who's Labrys? Is that this girl's name? Seems like he knew who she is. Who is this guy? To be continued.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Okay.
This place exists between dream
After
and
this
reality.
video, I'm going to play the full ending.
Why don't you introduce yourself?
And have a nice day.